Chairman, we welcome our, as the chairperson of the Sylvia Lanka Foundation, we welcome our chief guest, David Simmonds, CBE MP, and Ruislip, Northwood and Pinner. And we have Neil Allen from the Waste and Environment Manager of Barts NHS Trust. We appreciate your coming for this occasion, leaving out your busy schedule. So may I ask the MP, our chief guest, to cut the ribbon and then we light the lamp. Okay. Just light the lamp, everybody can come. As chairman of Sri Lanka Foundation, Sylvia Lanka Foundation, we welcome you all, especially our chief guest, Mr. David Simmonds, CBE MP for Ruislip, Northwood and Pinner, and Neil Allen from Waste and Environment Manager of NHS Barts. I know that you people have so many other appointments, so we are thanking you for coming today in your leaving out your busy schedules. I want to thank especially for our volunteers and supporters. And especially we thank for our MP for tremendous support given to us with the help of council to have this warehouse to store our equipment we receive from NHS donors until we load them into containers. So far we have sent 4 containers with the equipment donated by NHS supporters and many more others. In this process, I have to thank my main personnel of our foundation, Mr. Manju Ranasinghe, Manjula Vikramaratne, Ajit Rohana, and their families. They have done a huge job to maintain this warehouse and to, when they are loading, their wives are always supporting and giving food to take. We loaded one in container in Edinburgh, and then we loaded another 2 in Tilbury and 1 in London, I suppose. This is a tremendous achievement within 1.5 years. 1.5 years. We are lucky to have many volunteers to give physical and moral support in loading these items. Now we are contributing monthly to William Law Trust, named by our MP. Our special thanks go to Mr. Themia Demel, Director of TDM International Freight Forwarders, for forwarding these containers. Finally, I like to thank Council for giving us these premises. I think we have requested somebody to come from the Council, maybe coming later or not come. Now, may I request Alan Neil to give a small speech.
Thank you all for inviting me here today. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Neil Allen, and I'm the Waste and Environment Manager at Barts Health NHS Trust. Alwyn Williams, our Chief Executive, sends her best wishes to you all. I'd just like to say a few words about Barts Health and a little bit about what I do, Globe Chain and your charity. Barts Health is one of the biggest NHS trusts in the UK. We run the Royal London Hospital, Mile End, Newham, and Whips Cross hospitals, and our world-renowned Heart and Cancer Centre at St Bart's Hospital in the city. And at the outbreak of COVID last year, we ran the Nightingale Hospital out of the XL London, which is now currently being decommissioned. So for my sins, I head up Barts Health's waste compliance team, and we manage over 7,000 tonnes of waste a year. But that comes in a rainbow of colours, from clinical wastes to general wastes to recyclables to bulk wastes and much, much more. So I'm proud to share with you our team's pioneering approach to best practice waste compliance and waste prevention. And that brings me nicely on to Globe Chain and the Sylvia Lanka Foundation. Globe Chain was set up and is run by an amazing lady with a big heart and a social conscience. Mayal Karuli, Chief Executive of Globe Chain, runs an innovative web-based platform that links the world of business with charities and community-based projects all over the world. It allows the two to come together so that unwanted assets can be passed on rather than throwing away perfectly good items. And we were the first NHS trust to engage with GlobeChain, and so was born an inspirational partnership that allows us as an organisation, as a trust, to pass on so many pieces of unwanted hospital equipment that we would have previously thrown away. GlobeChain has allowed Barts NHS Trust to link up with local, national and international good causes, including your good selves today. Without GlobeChain, we would never have met you and you would have never engaged with us. So that it allows us to pass on unwanted assets that your charity will use to give benefit to others in much more places that need the stuff than ourselves. I'm truly humbled for you to have invited me here today, and best wishes to you all. Thank you.
May I call upon our MP to give us more speech?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for making me very welcome here this morning. This is not the constituency that I represent. We're here in the Prime Minister's constituency, but I'm the Member of Parliament who serves Vernon and my constituency of Ruislip, Northwood and Pinner. And when he got in touch with me a short time ago to ask whether there was anything I could do to assist with finding you some premises from which to run your operations, I was delighted that Hillingdon Council, which serves this local area, was able to step forward and make this unit available. And having seen it in person today, it's enormously impressive, the work that you are all doing. I'm married to an NHS doctor, so I've spent a good deal of time, including supplementing cleaning efforts by cleaning offices at strange times of the night and day when she's had an emergency on call. And I appreciate just how vital the range of equipment is to the good running of medical services. And that's everything from chairs, where those of us who may have had to spend a night in a hospital sometimes have to sleep whilst waiting for a relative who may be very sick, through to things very much at the sharp end of medicine, some of the equipment that we see here today. I appreciate very much how vital that is. And it's fantastic, as we've just heard, that things that might have reached the end of their life in a hospital here in the UK, but are still in good condition, can go on to serve the health needs of people in another part of the world. And especially in the context of the pandemic that the world's been experiencing, it is the solidarity between people across the world who are helping each other out that's making a tremendous difference. Because as we know, with a pandemic, with a virus like COVID, until everybody is safe from it, the world is not safe from it. So the efforts that you're doing and the inspiration that you provide by helping out in this way is incredibly, incredibly important. I'd like to finish by saying a thank you also to Vernon, to everybody, for the contribution that you're making to the William Lowe Trust. I appreciate this is one organisation that has a major charitable purpose. The William Lowe Trust was founded by some constituents of mine who lost their son to a very aggressive form of brain tumour. And they wanted to support research and awareness raising and make sure that something which is admittedly rare, but very deadly to young people, was properly researched and properly resourced so that effective treatments can be developed. And I know the contribution that you're making financially is going to make a difference to that research and that support, and in particular to William's family and to many of their friends who see the difference that it's going to make in the world. So, thank you very much indeed for the invitation. It's tremendously impressive to see everything that's put together. Thank you very much indeed, Vernon, for getting in touch and for the invitation to join you today. And with that, I'm going to hand back and wish you the very best of luck with the export of your upcoming containers and the difference that you're going to be making to the hospital system in Sri Lanka. Vernon.
Let us see this small video clip, please. so proud to say that on Sunday, 21st March, we were able to provide a year's worth school supplies to the students at Deegan Government School. I'm delighted to see the excitement of the little children's faces, and the supplies were too heavy for some of them even to carry. The director of North Central Education was present, and she was thankful for the support that Sylvia Lanka Foundation has provided. We would not be able to do any of this without the support of our contributors. So I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has contributed for our efforts. I want to thank Ms. Jamindi Vikramarachi for her contribution towards all school supplies, and Mr. Ratwatre for his kind donation of shoes and socks for these children. My heartfelt thanks goes to all members and children of Sylvia Lanka Foundation and others for their hard work who joined to help make this project an undoubted success. We are committed to supporting the lives of many children as possible, and we have a lot more ideas and projects to accomplish our mission. We look forward to updating you in the near future with more successful stories.
හැම දෙනාටම බොහොම ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා මේක ඉන්න පටවල ගිහිලා මේකට විද්‍යාලයකට යන බඩු මුට්ටු මේවා සේරම අහිංසක මිනිස්සුන්ගේ මේ සනීප ආරක්ෂාව එහෙම නැත්නම් ඉස්පිරිතාලවල මේ තියෙන අඩුපාඩු මේකට සහභාගී වූ හැම කෙනෙකුටම මම ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා.
Finally, let me thank those yellow shirt, our volunteers. You must have seen you need physical strength and moral support to do this type of work. Thank you very much for them. Especially, I am thanking again TDM International for forwarding all these containers. Finally, let me ask Manda to speak a word.
With essential medical education supplies. Thanks for the generosity of Mr. David Simmonds. We now have a space to store and manage these goods prior to transit. We are deeply grateful to everyone who is here today to support this charity, and Mr. Alan Neal for your support for helping us officiate the ceremony. Thank you everyone. Thank you.